You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 304.
Man, 304. Oh, man, use a whole... Okay. But now, Rodeo Ralph this week. Shout out to the Spurs. 11-0 in the month of February, man.
Hey, talk about it. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Man, round of applause, man. My guy, how you feeling?
Tired, man. Like the life and the life and times of Ralph, man. Like, you know, it ain't nothing going on, bro. It's allergy season again. I don't know. Allergy season hits us in the midst of winter going into spring and then summer going into fall. Like, it's always like that.
That's true.
So I'm just adjusting. My body is adjusting. Old people stuff that I'm dealing with right now. My body hurt. My knees ache. My back aching. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a vacation coming up. I'll let y'all know after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like where I was at, because I don't want nobody checking for me. Look for me and I'll be gone. MC Hammer voice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm life is good, man. There's no complaints on my end, man. I'm just living life. That's about it, man. What about you?
Hey, man, I'm in the same boat, bro. I need sleep. I need like 2 days where I could just lounge and just chill. Listen, man, look, I ain't even got to tax returns yet. I just been busy. Busy.
The way that our tax dollars are being spent, I'm sending my tax income tax stay as last minute. I don't care. Remember, y'all voted for this. Remember, y'all withheld y'all vote for this. I'm never letting it go. I'm never letting it go.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. And if I owe something, I ain't paying that shit right now. Fuck it.
Right. I ain't paying y'all. I ain't got. Listen, y'all clearly.
I ain't got it. Clearly, y'all got it.
Y'all got it.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
They dropping drones on regular joints. I said, yeah. Like, I mean,
crazy,
listen,
bro.
We live in a different world because we're Americans. We're spoiled. We are protected. We haven't had a foreign attack in a long time. Maybe, you know, I'll speak to 2001. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm, think history is escaping me. We've had plenty of mass shootings and bombings, though. Like, don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, in the sense of some foreign stuff happening, like, somebody sending that thing ain't over here.
Right.
Woo. But that happens quite often in the Middle East, man. And then somebody that's traveled over there, whoo, I ain't going back. They have done a lot to westernize the Middle East. Like, shout out to your favorite Marks with Britt and our homie Sam over there. Mm-hmm. But they big wrestling fans. But they had WrestleMania or Royal Rumble over in Saudi Arabia. Yep. Next year they supposed to put WrestleMania over there. I want to see how that works.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, it's a lot of money over there, but that's at the top. Like, them are the richest people in the world that's giving out bread to everybody. You want you $1 billion? Write you up a business plan. Go over there and talk to Sheikh Shaheed. Shake one of the sheikhs. You know what I'm saying? One of the princes. They'll hook you up with $1 billion real quick. Like, it's nothing. Like, they just give $1 billion out.
Man, they leave Ferraris parked at the airport. They don't care about none of that. Whatever you ate, I got you. What you
Ferrari
need?
is like a kid in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they just got it. It's just nasty amounts of wealth over there. Like, we talk about the wealth gap in America. No, go over there and see
Over
what
there
the
is
wealth
different.
gap is hitting on.
It's different, bro. It's
I
different.
know, bro.
So
But hey, you know what I'm saying? That's enough of me on my soapbox. My bad.
no, it's all good. Listen, man. Look, y'all just pay attention to the news. Just we have to stay abreast of what's going on out there because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
And I don't mean
honestly,
just domestically. I mean internationally. It's a lot going on.
I don't think you can avoid it no matter what. This ain't the time to be like, I don't know about that politics. No, you need to, big dog. I'm telling you.
Need to. Definitely.
So what we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro. Music related question. I think we've had these conversations before in nauseum, but it's always good to rehash a conversation. I think when it comes to collaborations, there are some that have never happened and some that are long overdue. Can you give me one? These people have to be alive, so that takes Michael Jackson off the table for you.
I appreciate
that. Who do you think has a long overdue collaboration? And I'll give you time. And I can give you my answer while your wheels are kind of spinning on the topic. I think that J. Cole and Little Brother have a long overdue collaboration in them. And both of them being from North Carolina, it feels like it should have happened. It should have happened. Just between Ninth Wonder being from North Carolina, Big Pooh, Fonte, and J. Cole. Right. Like, why hasn't this happened? And they're both in similar lanes, right? The everyday homeboy, we can rap type of guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they're both in the same lane. J. Cole is just way more mainstream than Lil Brother is, but Lil Brother does have definitely a strong fan base because I'm fans of both. So I'm just thinking, like, why hasn't that happened? I know it's not beef or anything. It's just maybe the stars didn't align. But I think that would be so dope if we can just get a collaboration. I'm not clamoring for an album from both, but just J. Cole, Lil Brother, make it happen.
I like that. Man, damn, that is a fantastic answer. And I'm sitting here. My brain automatically goes hip hop, but it's really nothing. It's really nothing coming to me at the moment. So like I'm trying to switch to R&B, and help me if I'm wrong. If these two R&B artists have already collabed, right?
Okay.
And I don't think either one of them are active at the moment, but Mariah Carey and Brandy come to mind when I think about this. Have they collabed before? Because from my Rolodex, I don't think they have.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston have collabed, and then Brandy and Monica have done things.
Right.
But when it comes to like that cross, I wouldn't say pollination, but that cross like collab, type of thing between those two artists, I don't think that has happened. If it didn't happen in the mid 2000s, I don't think it would. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, long overdue. You would think that, those worlds would have collided. But I think that it didn't make sense for Mariah per se, because Mariah went pop so early, where Brandy still kind of stayed R&B.
Okay, I can see that.
And then when Mariah came back to the space of R&B, Brandy might have slowed down a bit. Like with Emancipation of Mimi, which was a comeback album from Mariah. I think that Brandy was kind of, teetering off just a bit, but that's just how I view history of that. But yeah, like they could have definitely seen each other. Like that's neither here nor there. But I think Mariah Carey went pop so early in her career that she left R&B so quickly. That's why her and the Whitney Houston makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But just, whatever.
And I think, both of them had the star, the celebrity to collab with each other back then. And,
absolutely. Like I'm not diminishing anybody's star, but it's just like, does it make sense?
And then if Mariah Carey, like you mentioned, she did go pop really soon in her career, but if she wanted to either dip her toe back in the R&B or do it fully, like that collab with Brandy would have definitely helped propel her back to the R&B side of music. So I think that would have been fire. That would have been
yeah,
fire.
absolutely.
Can you imagine the runs on that song?
Oh yeah,
Insane.
it'd been stupid.
Man, look, crazy. Dope question. So for my off the dome, I just wanted to have a little fun.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we talk at length all the time about being getting older.
Yeah.
As you get older, you know, you level up. Certain things you just don't want to do anymore.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask, like, at your current age, what is it that you're too bougie for now? Like, what is it that you don't ever really want to do again if you don't have to? Like, I'll give you one. And it could be it don't have to be one answer. It could be several answers. But like, I know one big thing for me. Like, I don't really go out as much. I'm not as outside as much. But if I am going somewhere or doing something, I have to have parking wherever I'm going. Like, I have to have somewhere designated to park. Yeah, and not necessarily street parking either. Like, I need to be able to be in a parking lot, garage, or something. Yeah, walking distance of the venue.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So like that's one for sure.
I mean, well, definitely, like, you know, me, I might still freak with certain, you know, establishments and things like that. I wouldn't say I'm too bougie for them, but yeah, no, aging out maybe makes me bougie. Like, I don't need to be over there with them, but you know, does my place have a seat that I don't have to pay for? Like, I'm past the booth thing, you know, at this point. There's got to be a very special occasion if I want to entertain a booth ever again in life. But does this place have seats? And then do they serve food? That's an even better setup for me. You know, food and a seat. Oh my God, they frying fish hard back there. I give me a little setup. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm old. I'm up now. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Where in a sense I really didn't care about those things. Now I do. Because you know what I'm saying? I really came here nice. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to be standing up. My knees go hurt.
Facts. Hey, speaking of standing, speaking of standing, I'm no longer waiting in long lines. I'm not waiting in a long line for anything.
Well, I pay for that. I pay for the VIP experience in those circumstances. If there's a way for me to get past this, I ain't standing here. I don't stand.
Facts.
And then if we go make it plain, like we talked about, like in pre-production when it comes to shoes, standing in line. I did that back in 2008, 2009. That's when I was a young man. And I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Bane told Batman, you fight like a younger man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not no more.
Hell no.
If I can't buy it and if I can't pay for it and I can go pick it up right at the store or pay for it and it comes to my doorstep, we ain't standing in nobody's lines for nothing.
Ever
nothing.
Again. Can't do it.
You know how I want to say this out loud and see how silly it sounds. I'm paying to stand in line to give you my hard-earned money. Like, I'm standing in this long line, fighting people to give you my hard-earned money. Consumerism does that to you, people.
That's crazy.
Not me though.
Yeah,
I miss
absolutely
out
not.
Every single time. But yeah, people, that was off the dome, man. Give me a long-awaited collaboration that you think that should happen between two artists.
Yep. And then what is it that as you get older, you're too bougie to do anymore? Let us know.
OS gang, what's happening, family and kin folk? We got a few topics here on the OS news docket for 304, but let's get into it. What's beef? It's soon as we cut the mics off, right? I hate weeks like this. Soon as we cut the mics off, went to hell after that. Like, I don't know if it started Sunday night or Monday, but I just know it's been a week,
man, look,
of worth of content. Like, we could have recorded a podcast mid-week. That's how much had happened this week. But if you've been living under a rock, T.I. versus 50 Cent just turned up a notch where the kids got involved. Let's start here. 50 Cent has been the main antagonist of the timeline. Everybody knows this. We have discussed him ad nauseum these past few months, dating back to the release or the promotion of the Diddy doc. Now with the Ti the Ti versus talks resurfacing, people are having these battles online about who has a better catalog, who will win. Ti, we talked about 50 Cent doing the meme game just 2-3 weeks ago. Now we're
Yep.
getting to the point where he started posting Tiny, which is Ti's wife.
Extreme
King and
nasty.
Domani has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Johnny, it was a lot, bro. It was a lot. And I don't
It
even
was a
want to
lot.
cover it in just that monologue. Johnny, what do you have to say about what has transpired over the past week between the King, the Harris family, and one Curtis 50 Cent Jackson?
Hey man. Listen. 50 Cent definitely got his work cut out for him now. This is probably the only time in recent memory that I can think of where the memes ain't gonna cut it. The memes not gonna cut it. Listen, 50 Cent has over the last how many of a decades, I feel like, or since memes have been a thing, like he's been able to just swiftly like beef with people through memes, sweep it under the rug, go on about his business. That is not the case today. That is not the case today. As people would say, he has found the right one or the right ones because they're, the whole Harris family is on his ass. They are on his ass. And rightfully so, right? Listen, we've spoken about 50 and the posting of people and their families. We talked about when he posted Irv Gotti, rest in peace, when he passed away.
Yeah.
50 is egregious with a lot of this, right? With a lot of his responses to things in the world. And look, the Harris family said, we're not having it. We're not having it. What I did not anticipate, though, even though knowing a few of T.I.'s offspring or artists, honestly, I really did not anticipate them to jump in the way that they did. But am I happy that they did? Especially Domani. But let's bring it back to T.I., right?
Yeah.
Because T.I. this year, he already put out a single. He announced his album. He cut his hair off. Like T.I. definitely seems like he's going back to those trap music days, when he was really like in his heyday.
Yeah,
that's how he presented before this whole 50 Cent thing even sparked.
Yeah.
So the fact that 50 even came in with this energy, I don't think he really read the room because T.I. is clearly on a whole another wavelength, when it comes to like music right now. So he's been able to, I think T.I. has really been able to capitalize on it, right? Understanding his album's coming out, understanding that his single is doing really well. Hey, why not put the diss songs out? And boy, did he do it. These diss songs are great. Great.
I was just about to ask you what you thought about those, but I'm trying to talk about what actually happened before I start combating internet fodder.
Okay.
Do I think that the diss songs were warranted? Yeah. Do I think that they were good? Yes. Serviceable, right? The best one is what's the name of it? The right one.
Yep.
The right one is the best one out of the four, I think, that he dropped T.I. on his own. Well, I mean, let's talk about what I guess actually really prompted the diss tracks, right? It was the back and forth, and I think T.I. was already being disrespected just by not really being acknowledged as an artist. Like, we just go keep trolling you on things that you've done in your past, which 50 has a similar past too, when it comes to like, questionable things and people with street code and people that care about snitching and things like that. Okay, cool. I can understand that to an extent, but then again, Ralph is a dork. I'll say this again, Ralph is a dork. None of that matters to me. Right? You know what I'm saying? I like my entertainment a certain way. I don't want you doing it, but hey, my man's got arrested in the height of his career with guns in a Walmart parking lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? That happened. He got out in a swift amount of time. That happened. I don't know nothing about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know those things. But when you talk about who jumped out the window, like 50 did that when posting that man's wife. Now, was the picture unflattering? Yeah, you can find pictures, unflattering pictures of anybody. on the
Literally.
internet. But 50 posted that with the intent to disrespect. And there are people that will still defend that action just because the picture was the picture, right? Tiny has gone through ebbs and flows. Tiny was, you know, in her heyday in the 90s, she has gone through a myriad of plastic surgery. I understand those things, but you're still speaking on somebody's wife, something that you don't have. And you know what I'm saying? So there's a level of disrespect that comes into that. And people that have true integrity understand that if we beefing, it's between me and you, not
Right.
between women and children. You leave women and children out of the beef. But then
Yep.
again, we're talking about 50 Cent and
Yeah.
somebody that has showed a lack of class, a lack of tact, a lack of integrity. And the fact that he gets laughs and hoorahs on the internet lets me know that people allow this and are okay with this. Them albums ain't slapping that much to be disrespecting people's wives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know
And,
what I'm
my,
saying?
and
Like, it
oh,
ain't the music ain't that good. The power shows ain't that good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
absolute. My,
Nothing is that good.
I agree, and I don't even understand from 50's viewpoint how not wanting to do a versus goes to this. How does it go to
That.
attacking a man's wife? I don't. I just that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you wanna go back and forth with Ti, y'all have a disagreement. Okay, cool. Like it happens, right? But why bring a man's wife into it? Like I don't understand the end goal there. Does he feel like that's the kill shot where Ti is supposed to just be like, "Oh wow, you posted my wife. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me back up." No.
Yeah.
Have we ever known Ti to be that type of person? Isn't this the
Yeah.
same man that almost fought Floyd Mayweather like in Vegas or some shit? Ain't this the same
Listen,
man that did that?
people give 50 too much credit in his beef when he only won one. T.I. got two people out the paint, arguably, and maybe a third. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
listen, T.I. is really more with it than 50 Cent is. Like, he only got Ja Rule out of here because it was a conservative effort by the industry, us, and his pals in rhyme. I'll
Facts.
never
That's a
forgive
fact.
Busta Rhymes and Eminem for jumping on him. But you know what I'm saying? That's something else. But
That's
you know what I'm
real.
saying? Like that's neither here nor there, right? But I think when it comes to the internet, it's hard to beat 50 Cent. And I think the Harris family has started to take away some of 50 shine because he deleted all those posts where he was disrespecting Tiny,
Mm.
T.I., uh King to an extent, and we'll get to King now. King jumped out the window because he is the king of the YNs. He is the poster
the
boy of the
YN fight.
YNs. Yeah. Oh, listen, he is, and he took it to hell. And
Hey,
and we've had to have this moral conversation about did he go too far with 50 Cent? He went too far.
not at
No,
all.
he did. Like we're not. I'm not letting any 50 Cent stand get that off. King went too far. You spoke about my mama.
Yep.
Now, as somebody that has lost their parent, I understand. It seems crazy, but rightfully, why would I say something about somebody's mama and knowing what my mama is no longer with me in the present? So
Hmm.
you cross the line of disrespect and then you tell somebody how to react. That's that man's mama. He's supposed to stand up for his mama. That's what you do. That's what you're raised to do. And then if Ti didn't raise his boys right, we'll be having a different conversation.
No,
That
that's
speaks to
true.
the so T.I. raised his boys to protect the house, protect their wives, protect their mama, protect the women in their family, protect their sister. Okay, cool. That's just what happened. Now, how
Yep.
he went about it, maybe I would have said that. But then again, you can't tell
You can't.
nobody
Hey,
how to.
you can't.
You turned the
Exactly.
internet
You
on my
cannot.
mama. So that's where I can go to that. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't like a one-on-one dispute. It ain't like nobody don't know who they are. No,
Mhm.
you had the internet laughing at my mama. It's up and it's stuck. And he probably posting right now.
Right. That's a
Shit.
fact. That's a fact. But I mean, look, you can't. And again, 50 Cent has a long track record of
Mm-hmm.
going after, attacking, memeing like a myriad of individuals in the industry. Not only men, but also women. We've seen him go after women on social media also.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, maybe they got their lawyers, whatever, but I think he vastly underestimated T.I. and his family. Like, I think
Yeah.
clearly he underestimated the type of response that he would receive when doing said things. And again, 50 Cent is so used to this, right? So he's not thinking forward and doing whatever he's doing. He's like, oh, well, I'm out. Let me post Tiny and then go about my day. No, 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 no. We're not doing that, said King, said the
Yeah.
Harris family. So again, like you can't be upset. You can't be mad. You can't tell somebody how to react when it comes to somebody beloved in their family, especially someone's wife or mother. Just can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then let's get to one of the eldest sons of Clifford T.I. Harris, Tip Harris, Domani. Domani, who's been discussed on this platform. We have been fans of Domani, I would dare say, both of us.
Oh yeah.
Domani dope, you know what I'm saying? And then he jumped out the window with a diss track, which is not even in his lane.
So late.
But the way that he curated this, oh my lord,
Beautiful.
over a classic ATL song, while asking 21 questions to a deceased mother. Jesus Christ, the layers. And nobody can say he Ghost Road, because if you listen to Domani been dope.
Facts.
Domani been fire. Johnny, what's your reaction to the Miss Jackson diss song by Domani?
Let's not even think about the diss, right?
Yeah.
It's a dope record. Like I'm gonna I hope this is on DSPs at some point or somewhere where I could buy the single, because this is something I would run back. Yeah, I understand the reasoning behind it, but how are you introspective talking to someone's deceased parent and then also talking to them? Like, this is real Meet the Grams coded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's just a really dope song. It doesn't even sound sinister. He started off with love. I'm talking about, he was so sincere in the first like 4 bars, and then the shit just went left. Like, hey, do you whisper in his ear before he makes these decisions? I said, oh my God, this man is really talking. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. It was a great track.
One of the best disses in a long time, because it was so well curated. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like what T.I. did on the diss track, the aforementioned diss track, I just love this even more, because it's just like T.I. was hitting him with some jabs too. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh, of course.
He said you just moved to a lane and look like you got motion when you ain't nobody over there or something like that. I said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, it was stuff like that. But Domani doing this, I mean, only further cements him as a dope MC, which was trying to separate himself from his father, which I think he's done a great job, because it's not like he's out here trying to make trap music part,
right,
too.
Right.
Like, he's not doing that. He's actually just a dope rapper, and his father just happens to be one of the all-time greats, if we're going to be honest about that. Let's get to the conversation of people dismissing T.I.'s diss records and what the Harris family is doing as pretty much 50 Cent needs a check from them before this promotion that 50 is giving them. Do you buy into the social media narratives of that?
Never. 50 Cent has been, listen, I mean, we gonna call it what it is. 50 definitely has moved into like mogul status. We get that.
Yeah.
But that's not because of music. That's the thing. I think people need to understand that point. Yeah, 50 Cent, he has a bunch of TV shows. He can go on The View and all this shit. Like, cool, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
But none of that is pertaining to music, right?
Yeah. So
this whole internet chatter of the Harris family needing promotion is insane, because again, T.I.'s single was already doing what it was doing before the back and forth even happened, right?
Agreed.
Domani has been the dope artist that he has been for how many past years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he may not be as mainstream famous, but he's definitely building himself to have that cult following. The people that need to know that he's dope knows that he's dope, and still gaining more and more fans. And even after putting this diss track out, I'm going to assume that he's gained even more fame and popularity just based off that alone because the
Yeah.
musicality of it was so dope. So
Yeah.
I'm never listening to social media chatter because I mean, for what? For
Yeah,
what?
and this is very Drake and Kendrick coded again when it comes to the
Oh
debates that
yeah,
we're having online. 50
absolutely.
doesn't need to respond. 50 has sold way more records. 50 is a global artist. This blah blah blah
So
blah blah.
records.
All right. When it comes to the tail of the tape, T.I. has a way better discography. And that's not a debate.
Facts.
I don't give a goddamn how many records he sold on the first one. That
Don't
just
matter.
means he sold a lot of records. But we talking about this consistency over time.
Yeah.
It's clear that 50 Cent, it's clear that T.I. can drop something right now and we will listen.
Yep.
All right, cool. T.I. has been rapping since 2001 and has never really had a significant dip in artistry, in albums. 50, we can argue that shit was over in 2007. I can really argue that. I mean, listen, and then 50, the king of promotion and beefs, we're giving him a pass on not rapping? Like, every album that he has had that is worth a goddamn has been promoted by a beef. Get Rich or Die Trying. Him and Ja Rule.
Yep. Damn,
The
that's
Massacre. Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and probably somebody else. Curtis was supposed to be his. He said if Kanye outsell him, he go retire, and I think he did because
that
it
is
was over. It
that's
was over when Curtis dropped. So even if you want to go to Before I Self Destruct, yeah, like you know what I'm saying, we not doing none of that. Animal Ambition, yeah. Listen, and this is somebody that has listened to these albums, so I'm clearly a fan of both, but if we're just being honest, we're being honest about how the music set up. T.I. has way better feature verses. He has way better album cuts. That is just an undeniable fact. But I'm not sitting here saying that 50 Cent is a slouch. I am not saying that. But people on the internet will make you think that you're crazy
Yep.
for just pointing out facts because I'm not overly over the top for 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent is doing worse to his musical legacy than you think because
That's
T.I. has addressed that in the diss song too. But you know, that's something else.
so all phenomenal points, right? But this last point you just said, this is him, being a detriment to his own music legacy, which is probably why he didn't want to do the verses in the first place. This is probably why.
Well, because the thing about verses, it's gotten bigger over time, right? Who can you bring out? What does it look like? What does your support system look like? When Dipset and Lox did that shit in New York, it made it tough on a lot of New York MCs to come back from that.
Facts.
So who, like, 50 can't call anybody but Yayo. He has burnt the bridge with Brooke. He has burnt their bridge with the gang, clearly. That's another person he don't want to see either.
I mean,
I don't care. Listen, he got he gave him songs on the documentary. All right, well, I still take Game's discography over 50 Cent. How about that?
And we know Eminem ain't coming out.
Oh no, Eminem's not involving himself in this shenanigans, in these Negro shenanigans. But I think the last of this, right, is just when you think about this whole T.I. and 50 ordeal, and 50 Cent being this man that the social media loves and doesn't necessarily call him out on hypocrisy and things like that. Well, I mean, the comments have started to become the tail of the tape. Like, oh, when you go rap, that ain't it. Stop posting memes. But do you know one of the first pictures he posted after he deleted a lot of T.I. stuff was supposed to be a flex? He posted a picture with Tyler Perry. Now, we don't talk about Tyler Perry quite often on this platform, but when we do, it's more so about the movies, the films, the blah 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 blah. But you know he's in hot water right now. So for sexual assault on men, now listen, 50 Curtis, you just gave Diddy hell for touching Lil Rod, but this man Tyler Perry got a couple on his jacket. And you posted a picture with him like that's a flex. No, it ain't.
Wait. Maybe 50 ain't know.
No.
Yeah,
No. He know about. He keep the fans flaming for,
about
everything Diddy got going or had going. If Jay-Z got something going, he over there fanning the flames for that. No, brother.
Oh, that's funny.
No. Listen, people. Listen. Tyler Perry is in. He got his own files.
The Tyler Perry files.
He got his own files.
Oh,
I ain't lying.
crazy.
Go look it up. Like, listen, go look it up. Tyler Perry got his files, man. So you clearly don't care. Like, you pick and choose when you want to do that. That's why I can't now see the hypocrisy of it all. And then it's, listen, I keep saying I'm gonna get off of this. I think 50 Cent is an agent of chaos, an agent of the CIA or the FBI. Because you gotta think about this, bro. He is keeping us Negroes so like entertained and distracted from other stuff.
Oh shit!
If you're a low vibrational ass nigga, you ain't paying attention to the real world.
Oh god!
But you'll pay attention to 50 Cent because he helped you get through your workday. He helps you chuckle at your cubicle. He keeps your group chats lit. But he don't talk about real world white people problems. He only targets black people. Another angle that T.I. discussed in the diss.
50 Cent is a industry plant.
After the fact, yeah.
So they got to him. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I think after the fact. I think because he too connected to the Republican parties who connected to Trump, and he doesn't talk about. The only time he talked about anything politics, he talked about Zoran Madami, who's currently the mayor of New York, and he was anti that. That's the only time he's ever talked about politics. Anytime he's talked about politics, he was either Trump adjacent, shaking Trump hand. Like, nah, he ain't never talked about politics before. Any other time is low vibrational Negro stuff that he's keeping going on the timeline.
Wow.
And then he promote malt liquor. He promote like ain't nobody buying that cognac, bruh. We might watch the shows, but the shows ain't even good. I told you, I come on this platform and told you I watch Power. It ain't good. It's just mind numbing. It's just there. It's something to keep me going. Like it's something to watch on Friday nights because I'm watched. I don't go outside.
Right.
I can't watch The Wire and Breaking Bad all the time. Like I gotta watch something else.
Jesus. Wow. I never 20 years ago, if you told me that 50 Cent would have been converted to a plant, not once would I have believed it. Like I'm just pointing out stuff because it's like it's getting to a point where it's too obvious. Your platform is too big. Like you have no social responsibility at all. And it's not like you're not making points. Like you're making valid points. So at least the optics of it. Because I mean, look, we don't know for sure. We could be wrong, but the optics, what it looks like,
yes,
is that's what's happening.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
While we're still on the subject of beef, let's completely change the topic and talk about CyHi Da Prynce. He jumped out the window and made an amazing track. I will say it is amazing. However, dissing J. Cole, Johnny, thoughts on this, man?
Hey, man, Michael Jackson asks best. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
It's human nature to hate. It's human nature to hate. Come on now.
No.
Come on now.
I'll get out of there. Listen, man, CyHi. I don't know why you're trying to capitalize on this moment for J. Cole. Maybe just because, he's the three biggest artists out right now, going on his national tour to sell CDs. Maybe this is low-hanging fruit for you. I don't know, but CyHi is better than this. Clearly with the song. If he didn't put that the Grand National Honda bars in there, still would have been a fire song. Still would have been a fire song. We didn't need the J. Cole this. We didn't need that. But I love the song though. I'm so glad you put the song out.
The song sounds amazing. It's kind of like if you are a fan of CyHi, you're a fan of that style of rap, that lyricism, that bag is going to work for you. I just didn't think this was needed, so unwarranted. And shout out to John Pate, our homie, friend of the show, man. He was in the comments. That's the first comment you see on the post. He was like, "Hey man, get this." It's like, I'm paraphrasing. Get that bullshit out of here. He's like, "Hey man," but that's true though. It's very much a fact. It was not needed. It was not warranted. I don't see the need. You dissing J. Cole ain't gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, sell any more streams. It's not gonna give you any more clout or any more streams or any more album sales. You have disassociated yourself from Kanye. At least I think you have. That's not gonna help you.
Seem like
You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't gotten an album in what, 9 years at this point, or eight or 9. When did No Dope on Sundays come out? 2016 or 17?
I think 17.
Well, 9 years then. So 9 years ago was your last only effort that we got from you as fans. We were fans of that album. So, and I go back and listen to the album, here and there, but it's just like that was your last chance at it. So you dissing, J. Cole does seem kind of desperate, where people are putting that tag on T.I. and 50 Cent. Like, if you was gonna listen to a T.I. album, you was gonna listen to it. Nothing's gonna change because he did 50 Cent. Like, 50 Cent is not, creating careers at this point in the rap space. Like, I'm saying, he might break an actor or two, but that's about it.
That's it. Yo, is it weird, or does it feel weird to absolutely love something but cringe at it at the same time? Because again, I love the track. The track is fire. Like, all quotables, right? Yeah. He was like, he so used to being stabbed in the back, it feels like acupuncture. Like, that's insane. Like, that's fire. Who says that? I didn't need the J. Cole. I just did not need the J. Cole this. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to do that.
It didn't.
And then he had to lead up on social media where he posted like a couple second clip from what's the diss song that we thought he was talking to Kanye or Wale on?
I know exactly you're talking about. Fallen Idols, something like that.
False Idols.
False Idols,
yeah. I think. Mm-hmm. But he posted a clip. It was a bar from that, and then
now we're here.
CyHi was like, "Don't think I forgot." That was 20 fucking years ago. Like, what are we
at
doing?
This point? And that was like J. Cole when he first just started growing his locks. Like, that was like For Your Eyes Only. That was around For Your Eyes Only.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, big dog. You should have said, if you wanted to be Kanye's dude, boy, you should have did it back then.
So,
exactly,
yeah.
man. But
that completely fire unnecessary shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Neither
unnecessary fire is crazy.
Right. Let's try this out, man. Let's talk about the 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations. We did talk about this last week, just with Gene Simmons hating ass. Now we're talking about possibly a few other black people, a few other Negroes, a few other Juggle Bunnies, a few other niggles. That's about, getting mad because we about to have them inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well. So, Johnny, we're going to talk about the artists that we care about. These are the ones that we should care about. Mariah Carey's up for nomination. Phil Collins.
Yep.
Lauryn Hill. New Edition. Pink, I guess. Sade. Luther Vandross, and none other than Wu-Tang Clan. Johnny!
Wait, we don't care about Shakira?
Oh, yeah, my bad, Shakira. Yeah, I guess, man. Hips don't lie. My bad, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Never disrespect the queen, man. But, yeah, what we talking, man? How we doing this, bro?
Hey, man. First of all, shout out to them. A round of applause. Gunshots, all that. Like, this is fire. So, I'm always going to champion hip-hop being nominated, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Wu-Tang. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Shit, shout out to New Edition. They hip-hop adjacent. Like,
yeah.
Like, shout out because that's fire. Wu-Tang Clan, New Edition, and Lauryn Hill. I think this is their first nomination. I think this is Mariah Carey's third nomination.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see like who gets in and who doesn't, because you have somebody, you have a group like Wu-Tang, you have someone like Lauryn Hill who has contributed so much to the genre of hip hop, right? But then you look at some of these other nominees, and some of these nominees have been nominated like more than once, more than twice, right? So it's like do they skip Mariah Carey again and put New Edition in? Do they include New Edition and Mariah Carey? Do they leave New Edition? Like, it's so interesting to see how this will go. So let me ask you this real quick.
Mhm.
Of those artists who are first time nominees, which, like, out of those, which ones do you think should be first ballot to get in?
Well, Mariah Carey, we talking about album sales.
But
Easily.
see, this is her third
Oh,
time.
third
nominated,
time.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
well,
like,
is New Edition first time?
Yep.
New Edition then.
New Edition.
New Edition for sure. Like, I think because they're the prototypical. There are three boy bands in existence that are the archetypes,
Mhm.
and you can arguably say the Temptations is a boy band because they like the grandfathers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that it's them. That OG 5 for sure. Jackson 5 or the Jacksons. They kind of like that middle ground. They obviously have the biggest star out of everybody. And then there's New Edition.
Yep.
New Edition being like the last great boy band that was the archetype for New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, Boyz II Men,
Facts.
Backstreet Boys. Like, clearly that's where they got their inspiration from. Yep. Now we know where the New Edition got their inspiration from, but that's another story. But New Edition is clearly one of them, one-on-one. They, we know the story, and I think their last 8 years of press release and touring and the biopic and all that helps encapsulate a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominee packet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe sometimes you got to do other things to campaign for yourself, and maybe I'm just thinking that maybe that a lot of this is not for that. It was for us as fans, but I think that it helps in the nominee process. Look at what they just did. They didn't sit quiet and look at the influence and the impact. They still selling out shows. Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, I think helps your case. So I think New Edition, without a shadow of a doubt, all 6 members should get in.
Absolutely. So far, I agree wholeheartedly, right? And my biggest thing outside of being a blueprint for what we saw going forward, it's like they are still on a run today.
Yes.
Not even putting out new music, right? But still touring those classics, being able to sell out arenas and things like that. Like, they are literally the blueprint. So the fact that they're even still out and kicking right now, like, they should absolutely be first ballot. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's surprising to me is Luther Vandross is on this list. He's still being nominated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe we re-rank Luther high on our list, and maybe I know he's a huge star because, I mean, listen, Luther was doing sold out shows in London. Come on now, big dog.
Absolutely.
In the 80s. Like, stop playing with him. So Luther's one. I just think that, and now he's not around to receive his flowers, but he had the respect of Mike. He had the respect of Whitney. He has the respect of Stevie Wonder. Those are like, he sits at a table that most white artists don't get to.
Facts.
Because he was just that great. His vocal ability was just that great. His singing, his song curation was just that great. So I think that Luther Vandross being here is kind of wild to see. So he should make it in. I know this shouldn't be his first time because Luther died in like 2000 when.
Oh shit, I don't know. It was definitely a while ago. But according to this article, this is his first nomination.
Well, the first ballot then. I don't know what took so long. Get him in there. Wu-Tang Clan, let's go and talk about it. This is where I got to take my bias off. Shout out to episode 303. Now, am I the biggest Wu-Tang fan? No.
Yeah.
Do I understand what the Wu means to hip hop? Absolutely. It is a global brand. Whoever came up with that W should be.
They need to get inducted with them.
Yeah, listen. Whoever was the graffiti artist that wrote that in Staten Island that drew that up.
Yes.
Put them in there with them niggas.
Facts.
And Wu-Tang means so much to hip hop. That's where I'll take my bias off, because no matter what, the regional bias is just a hype thing. It's just something that you take pride in. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to actual imprint, actual um everything the Wu stands for, like the influence, all that great stuff that we like to give to our rappers. And we talked about hip hop Hall of Fame, if it was ever such a thing, their first ballot in the hip hop space. No questions, none of that.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to rock and roll and the pop culture sphere, Wu-Tang is up there and it's not a debate. So I would think that Wu-Tang gets in unequivocally. Unanimous. All the words. All the words.
Unequivocally. So that leaves us with Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, of course, she puts out Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I don't know if they count her time with the Fugees and going with this. I have no idea. I don't know how this works. I see Ralph making faces.
Usually, I'll say usually they do count times and groups too, because like Mike is in there twice. Gotcha. Jackson 5 solo, and usually when you have situations like that, they do count those times. But Lauryn Hill's situation is so unique because the Fugees have 2 albums or 1?
I thought they had 2.
They got 2 albums, right? I know The Score for sure. And then while Johnny fact checks me on that, it's still something to consider, right? Mm-hmm. However, she is such an anomaly, bro. Like
I know, right?
It's such an anomaly. Like but the thing is, you know what? Hold on. I'll say this: she made one of the best albums ever created, bar none. Hard stop. Anytime they make a list, the Miseducation is somewhere top 5, top 10, top. Absolutely. It's somewhere in there. Absolutely. We talked about this album in nauseum since we've been podcasting. We're still having the same damn debates, but it's not to negate the greatness of the album. We just trying to figure out where it fits in the genre sphere. However, nobody negates the album and its influence and how great it is. Cool. Thanks. The fact that she's still able to maintain her greatness off of that one album, I understand. We seen Sydney Lauper get in there, and she ain't got an album as good as this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't seen Biggie get in there with 2 albums, and he got shot. All right, cool. So it's like, if we making these concessions, and I just gave you 2 extreme different examples, you know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill go get in.
And real quick, show up. Right. Tell her now if she won, so she'd be there. The Fugees have 2 albums. They have Blunted on Reality, which came out in '94, and then The Score came out in '96.
So The Score is what we recognize, and The Score is what propelled the group to superstardom. And then that's what got Lauryn Hill over to making her own album. So I think that Lauryn Hill, because that album has so much influence on music as a whole, I don't think that it's hard to ignore it. I know people will point to the lack of resume, and I understand that. But I just saw Sydney Lauper get in.
Thanks. Hey, real quick before we go to the next topic. So I want to see if I can ask this the way that I'm thinking it, right?
Okay.
We got to talk about Pink, right? Because she's one of those artists who I don't necessarily want to say appropriated, but she was a visitor in the R&B hip hop space for early in her career, right?
Yeah.
She's also first ballot. Yeah. But I don't think she debuted until like 99, 2000. So she just made the brink of being able to be nominated. So my question is, if Pink gets nominated, who would you be mad the most that Pink gets inducted over in this list?
I'll say this. If Pink gets in first ballot and Mariah had to wait 3 damn times, that's a problem. If Shakira gets in, shout out to Hips Don't Lie. That's all I know. I'm gonna keep saying that. But if she get over on Mariah, all right, big dog.
Bro, I'm gonna say this: if Pink is even first ballot with Luther, I'm a fucking riot.
Exactly.
I'm gonna riot. That's crazy. Pink can wait. Pink ass can wait. She can wait. Don't give her a spot knowing that these amazing black acts can get in there. That's no.
Pink is a interesting case because she's like one of those second tier, B tier type of legends. And that's not disrespectful to her music, but when she left R&B, when she left, the short hair Pink, and she was over here.
Yeah.
There You Go, and R&B and all that. She went over there and she became great in the rock sphere. And we don't kill Pink like we kill like a Post Malone or all these other people that kind of come in and leave, because I think that was the label that did that. I don't think she had an identity crisis. I think they just thought that this white girl can can do these things, and then she seems more free over there, and she's never been problematic either. So I think that helps in her cause. So that's why I don't kick Pink's back in the way that I do a Post Malone.
And saying me too. Like, and I don't, I don't discredit when she moved over to the other genre. I don't discredit it. Cool, like it's okay, but she still shouldn't be first ballot over some of these other acts. Absolutely not. And I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it, because look, when she went over there, I don't know what she do over there. That ain't my thing.
That's why I said she like a B. She like a B tier, like, right? Because she started making pop music with like Katy Perry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And us as like the blacks that like pop music, kind of our ear kind of turned off to it, because it was such a fine line with pop music, and it was just like, this is too bubblegum. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got no soul. Because pop music when Britney Spears had it was kind of like, it got a little, it was a little Sal Zone in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, but it wasn't like where like she trying to be black. It just had a little something in it. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there.
Minor appropriation. But yeah,
minor, right? Exactly. let us know what y'all think about that, people. The 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations are in. Blur segments. We got a few movie topics before we get up out of here, but it's trailer season. Trailers have been dropping left and right. Let's start with the leaked trailer for Scary Movie 6, which came out during Scream 7 or whatever Scream they done made right now. Yep. It was in front of that, which is genius marketing, because we gave kudos to the MCU for putting the Doomsday trailers in front of Avatar. So now we got the Scary Movie 6 trailer. Johnny, were you able to see the leaked version of the trailer?
I did, and I saw the full trailer. Hey man, look, you can tell when the family's back together. You can tell when the Waynes take over the helms again, because boy, hey, they going for it.
Out the gate with a trans joke. I was like, oh.
And you know what's funny? Of course we were going to see backlash about it, but I saw a lot of people saying that that joke is outdated. And I'm like, even if it is outdated, I don't care. It's still funny. It was funny. So here we are. I thought the entire trailer was great. I'm going to see this in theaters.
Listen. My reservations have been alleviated now. I could go into this movie. Listen, I'm not gonna let y'all soft sensitive ass niggas get me off my. Listen. Nope. You see what's happening outside? I need a laugh. I don't care if it comes. I need nostalgic vibes, man. And it looks like they're doing all this. They're bringing back the legacy characters of Scary Movie, like old girl Anna Faris, who's played Sydney, just like Nev Campbell's played Sydney for 30 fucking years. She back. You got Regina Hall, fine ass. She back. You got Marlon and Sean back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are lit. They got Doofy back. Like, everybody's back,
bro. It's fine,
so,
bro.
I think that I'm excited for this film. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were, I was kind of shaky on it. I ain't gonna hold you, but now seeing the trailer, oh yeah, we can lock in. We can go see this.
Facts. And just like a lot of these legacy movie franchises that are making new versions today, I'm very interested to see how they bring the original Scary Movie franchise into current day, right? Like, even in the trailer we saw, well, I don't know if you call it, but Shorty's character, Marlon Wayans' character, was on a stream with Casanet. Casanet was right there next to him. Did you notice that?
Okay, I didn't pay attention, but no, so that's what's up.
Yeah, those are the types of things I'm most interested in seeing. Like, we know the jokes are there. We know the jokes there, so I'm highly satisfied about that. So I'm so enthusiastic to see how they bring their style of comedy into 2026. Hey man, I'm all the way here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh no, definitely. Speaking of somebody that's bringing nostalgic vibes back, we got Mortal Kombat 2 that dropped their official trailer.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah, I need to hear it.
Talk about the feeling back. I was like, oh no. This the one. This what they should have led with. That's I'm like, this should have been one. And I think the misstep of one was the fact that they gave us a non-legacy character to follow. I think that was the misstep.
As the main character. That's
as
crazy.
the main character. Like, you got Johnny Cage. Like, you pretty much giving us Mortal Kombat from Johnny Cage's POV.
Yep.
Chef's fucking kiss. Like, I am here for it. Now the first Mortal Kombat, hey, COVID happened. This one, I'm in the theater.
Outside, baby.
Outside,
baby.
Like, I'm on there, bro. So I think that this is going to be a decent film. You know what I'm saying? It looks better than Street Fighter.
I was just finna ask, like, you gotta tell me, because you know I trashed that Street Fighter trailer. That shit was terrible.
And that was just a teaser trailer. This ain't even the full. That wasn't even the full trailer. We killed it off a teaser, 15 to 30 seconds. Like, it was not it.
They should have just put the regular shit out, because that was trash.
Yeah.
But it's Mortal Kombat 2, baby. I'm in there.
Hey, man. And I hate to be this guy, but I think 50 Cent and your boy from Brilliant Idiots, what's my man? Andrew Schultz. Hey, man, y'all doing a disservice to the film. I hope 50 ain't got that many lines.
I mean, Balrog really ain't that big of a character in Street Fighter
really
anyway.
Not.
So
really
maybe
maybe I don't know. Hey, man, let's try. Hey, let us know what you think about those trailers real quick, because that's all we got for that. But we got something to get on real quick before we get up out of here. Original topics, we try to hit you with that, especially when there's a week where there's a lack of big comic book news. So we just want to kind of stay true to our roots here on OS. So we want to discuss the art of the after credit films. You know what I'm saying? Like, there have been some major ones. There have been some ones that have paid off. There have been some that have been lackluster. It's just, have they run their course with the after credit scenes? Let's just start there. Johnny, what you think, man?
I think that's a great question. I don't know. Yes and no, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're in the age of these big movie studios where they may have an idea about something. They may have an idea about somewhere they want to go 5, 6, 7 years down the line, right? So they'll put an after credit scene after a particular movie, but then something will happen. A director leaves, script rewrites, whatever, and then that after credit scene just falls. Like, whatever the plan was just falls apart, right? Yeah. But those are things you can't really predict. You can't really predict that, right? Yeah. So in that sense, I say maybe it's best we don't stick to the after credit scene thing, right? Yeah. But at the same time, honestly, it gets people to stick through the credits. Like, I know I've grown accustomed to actually not reading all, but reading through some of the critics. Like, I want to see who the stunt people were. I want to see who did the visual effects, things like that. Like, that has helped me be more and appreciate the people behind the movie, right? Because we know the actors, but I want to see who was the first accountant. Like, shit, I've seen that shit, right? Like, that's dope. Like, that's
filming
dope
locations, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
right. Like, I didn't know they filmed this in New Zealand. That's crazy. Like, that type of shit. I like that. So that on top of, if you got a plan and you know you're gonna try to stick to it, at least still put the shit out there. Because I think about after the after credit scene for Fantastic Four, I think, where it looks like it's a scene from Doomsday, where the Fantastic Four ship and the new Avengers are looking at it. Like, I like that. Like, it's a good teaser. Like, if that scene is not in the film, I don't think I'm gonna be mad, but it was still good to see, you know. So I'm kind of on both sides.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because as a consumer and someone that loves films, you want your money's worth, especially in the climate where movie tickets are $15 just on the average, right? $15 one ticket, and then it don't really matter the time of day you go. Honestly, you go spend that money. So, and then services like Fandango and all that stuff makes ticket prices definitely that much more expensive. And then fees, and then IMAX cameras. Like, you know what I'm saying? The IMAX is always go bump the price up. Don't let it be 3D. bump the price up. Don't let it be IMAX and 3D. Goddamn. Like, you know what I'm
Don't let
saying?
it
Don't
be
let
4D, all this
right
shit.
4D.
Yeah.
Like, don't let it be that. Don't let it be a 21 and up where they bring you the food while you're in there. I'm like, God damn, bro.
That's
Like,
real.
it's
That's
listen,
real.
it's real at the movie theater. So you just want to make sure that you get your money's worth, and then movie theaters and then movie studios know that. And then, but it comes to a sacrifice when you're thinking about the film nerd of it all, where it doesn't have traditional payoffs. So why is this scene even here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see if it was something that was one off and it didn't have connectivity. It was just like a blooper reel. Those things are entertaining. However, a true after credit scene should be something that has true connectivity that you're really going to use. And I think we got into a point where it's so much stuff out there, and it's so many business moves that kill movies, the art of movie making moving forward. And I'll give you a good example. The Power Rangers reboot, right? I love that. I don't care. I like the Power
Oh, it
Rangers
was good.
reboot.
It was good. It was really
good. Now, do you remember the after credit scene, right?
Yep, Oliver.
Tommy Oliver. We teased
Tommy
the
Oliver. Yeah.
we teased the Green Ranger coming, and we never got a sequel.
We got a sequel.
Oh
man.
my God. Like, that was the best thing they did was not show Tommy. All they did was call his name in detention. So
Yup.
you know he was President Angel Grove, at least in that iteration of the universe. He was somewhere there. He was at the school already. It was time. And we never got a sequel. So
Facts.
that's not necessarily a bad thing. It was a good teaser. It's just that we never got the sequel.
Right.
But we got plenty of MCU stuff where they've had great after credit scenes, and then we just never got a payoff or a film like the Eternals, right? Y'all went and got Pop Prince Harry Styles, who won Album of the Year at the Grammys. He's supposed to play Thanos' brother, Star Fox. We never got an Eternal sequel to pay that off.
Mm.
Like,
Even
the
same movie.
Mm-hmm.
We had Blade on, even though it was his voice, we had Blade on screen. And we all know what happened to the Blade movie, right?
Yeah, listen, we've had Shang-Chi's sister, who was the head of the 10 Rings, at the end of hers. At the end of Shang-Chi. What we doing with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to the after credit scene, especially when we talk about the multiverse saga, because there traditionally hasn't been payoffs within this series of films and TV. Now, if you talk about the traditional Infinity Saga, yeah, those things worked.
Yep.
Those things worked. I just think when it comes to the art of movie making, we've gotten to a point where I think even Fast and Furious, like certain films like that, have gotten after credit scenes, which is kind of crazy now.
It just became a popular thing. Like, the MCU made it popular, right?
Yeah.
And again, the Infinity Saga, like, I think, let's just say 95% of the time they stuck to what the long-term plan was.
Yeah.
And they all paid off with the first Avengers movie. Like, that was the perfect iteration of what after credit scenes can do, what they're used for, things like that.
Yeah.
But somehow down the line, too many variables, too many factors came into play. So it's like, at that point, do you think they should just do away with it?
The movie's already 2.5, 3 hours. What we need an extra scene for? Right. You know what I'm saying? If we go be honest, right? Because think about it like this. That long ass Batman film, didn't they have an after credit scene with the Joker?
Probably. See, yes.
All right. Why tease the Joker when you know that as Batman fans, we're tired of the Joker? Not to say that the Joker is a bad villain to do, because he is, especially in this version of Gotham. It is so grounded. It is so maniacal. You can see a Joker running around this bitch terrorizing niggas. Like, you can see it happening. However, we seen that Joker in Arkham Asylum. We can, and if you want to differentiate this Batman universe, especially from the Nolan trilogy, you do not do the Joker in the second film, because it's gonna be comparison. We go compare this thing to death. And if you really, as a filmmaker, as if I'm Matt Reeves, I don't touch the Joker until the third film.
You know what?
If I touch the Joker at all,
and I say don't do it. I just say don't do it. If you somehow make it to a part 4, then maybe, but I say don't do it.
Yeah.
But I think us having this conversation brings me to the conclusion that maybe they should stop doing the after credit scenes.
Yeah.
And this is my solution, right? All right, from Doomsday forward, ain't no after credit scenes, right?
I'm cool
If somehow they do decide to continue the story or want to bridge the gap between movies, still film the scene, just put the shit out on social media. Like,
just do listen, a director's cut. Like that's all it is, but just don't attach it to the original. Don't attach any of this to theatrical cuts. Send them to New Rockstar. Send them to Emergency Also. Send them to Oversaturated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just when it comes to the breakdown of those things. However, do not attach it to your theatrical cut because we go as fans, we're going to inspect these things. So when you know that one of the doper actors in Hollywood, I think Barry Corrigan is his name. Now, excuse me if I'm wrong. I want to say this is the same guy that plays it, and I might be confusing my my guys. But either way, he's already an established actor with a name, and then you tease him at the end of this. So in Batman 2, despite who your main villain is, even though we know we got Colin Farrell over here, and he ain't cheap, and he's not even your main antagonist as the Penguin.
Right,
so who? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go tease the Penguin? I mean, tease the Joker when you got the Penguin right here, and then you want to do Mr. Freeze, you want to do it. Listen, we got Sebastian Stan over here, we got ScarJo over here, ScarJo playing Poison Ivy. We don't know what the hell's going on. Right. So if that's the case, why did we tease the Joker? You know what I'm saying? Why? It doesn't
just
make
because
sense.
I don't know,
man. All right,
because after 3-hour movie, who needs a teaser of something that you know you're not gonna do for another film and a half? Like,
listen, and then the way the Batman 2 comes. Listen, the first one came out in 22, bro. It is 2026. We are not getting that film this year. So we might not be getting Clayface this year.
Oh, I forgot about Clayface,
and I know Clayface is not attached to the Batman universe, so excuse me on that. But still. It's like
about it.
Exactly. So we ain't even got that right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they might as well go and just stop the whole production on after credit scenes. Don't even do it. Don't even waste the film. Don't waste the digital space.
Don't waste the IMAX cameras. I'm telling you,
man.
Let's try this out real quick before we get off the topic. And our episode is done. We can't talk about after credit scenes and not talk about the best ones. We got to. Now, we may not have time for a top 5, but let's just get into it, bro. What you thinking off the top? I did list a few, but, what you thinking off top? Like, what is your greatest one?
If I'm being honest, the first time we see Thanos after the first Avengers, like, that one is always that has always stuck with me because, again, the all of the films led up to Avengers, we see them come to, like, that was a moment. Like, that was a moment. And then to understand none of that was even possible without this bigger threat in the background this whole time.
Yeah.
12 years of films that's just been happening. And then we see Loki. We think this is the end, the Battle of New York and all this shit. They didn't send his ass packing and all that. And then
no.
Loki is just a fucking pawn. We did all of this. We did all of this leading up. Captain America and brought his ass out of the ice. Iron Man and went through several suit changes, all this shit.
Yeah.
And then Loki ain't even the end game. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Like, it's Thanos. So that one for me is always like, that's definitely always gonna be a top 5 after credit scene for me, man.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the cheat code with Thanos is so crazy because, I mean, obviously fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Up there.
It's up there. But I want to go non-MCU, right? I want to talk about the end of Wolverine, which is a film that's quite boring to me. I know Johnny loves it.
Hey, it was a great story.
Yeah, because it was different. I do give you that. It was different. It was just kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't the biggest fan of the villain, so that kills it for me and how I like movies. But however, that after credit scene, chef's fucking kiss, because this is the reason why. you know what? And let me talk about the after credit scene before I just start talking about my reasons. Like the after credit scene was just when Wolverine was coming back from Japan and he was in the airport, and then everything slowed down around him. He's like, "Hey, yo, what the?" And then he knew something was up. So you see, Magneto has his powers back, and then he's holding Wolverine like, "Hey, chill out. You worry about me. We got something bigger coming, big dog."
Yep.
And he's like, "Why should I trust you?" Then here come Charles rolling through the. Hey, Professor X alive? We bought him back.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
then
keep it a book.
he couldn't believe his face, dog. Like he couldn't, like, yeah, whatever. What you got?
So I saw you put it on the docket. Now you know me. I don't know how you be remembering this shit. I had to go rewatch it. I did. But when I rewatched it, all of the memories came back of the film, how it ended, like.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I was like, "Oh no, yeah, no, this is one of them. This is
it's top. It's top.
Absolutely one of them."
And the reason why is because we actually got payoff in the next film. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those things matter too, right? You know what I'm saying? The after credit scene is only as good as the film that follows it. It's only as good as the follow up, and that's probably the best example of an after credit scene paying off an entire film, which is arguably one of the best X-Men films made, you know, Days of Future Past. So that Sentinel, you know, we got Professor X and Charles, like, you know, and Magneto back together, Wolverine, you know, it was a lot, bro. So I was like, oh no, they cooked with this one. So that's one of them. I mean, obviously Thanos, you know, the Infinity, you know, we can pick plenty of those. I think I listed one more. I think, what do you think about this one? And, you know, maybe it's, you know, neither here nor there, but what about Nick Fury, Page, and Captain Marvel? What do you think about that one?
I'm going to tell you why it was good at the time.
Okay.
It was good at the time because we hadn't seen the movie Captain Marvel yet. So that was at the end of Infinity War?
I think so. Yeah, because he got snapped away.
So it was like, oh shit, Captain Marvel's here. She gonna be strong as fuck. Like I can't wait. And then the movie Captain happened. Marvel, it was like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. But the anticipation for what we thought was to come is why that after credit scene is as good as it is. Because again,
it depends on the follow up.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, Thanos won. Half the universe is getting snapped away. So it's like, oh snap, not pun intended. Oh snap, he's calling this this powerful being who we've never seen before, that he's known all of these years. Like, I can't wait to see what comes next. So I think it's more of the anticipation of what could have been, which is why it makes that one really good.
Yeah. And real quick before we get off the snap, and I snapped. I'm sorry, I did that. That was, but thinking about the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? They were doing their quantum realm research, and Ant-Man got trapped down there because the people that were on the other side of, we got Janet, man, we got Janet back, we got Hank Pym, we got Wasp. I think everybody was outside of the quantum realm without him, and then he's like, all right, I found it. You know what happened? And then you go back, everybody dusted. I'm like, oh.
So that's a top 10. They got to be top 10 for me, because
it's top 10 for sure. Like, it's because we going off the dome. We don't have all of them in front of us, but the payoff of that makes so much sense because of the quantum realm being such a big part in Endgame, and that was the first film after Infinity War. So it's kind of like, this film is kind of lackluster, but it does fit a certain theme, and they found a way to incorporate the quantum realm, which was a big part in Endgame, the time travel and all that great stuff.
You want to know why else that after credit scene was really good? Because in Ant-Man and the Wasp, like, it's not necessarily connected to the snap and everything that had been going on around the time, right? It's a sequel to the first Ant-Man. You know, he's on house arrest, sequel. All that. Like a true sequel. So it's like, we're not even thinking about Infinity War and all that's happening, because again, it's a fun movie. Ant-Man really is a fun franchise. The entire movie, we're not even thinking about none of that. And then to get reminded in the post credit scene is
Yeah.
why that was like, oh no,
It got real.
It brought us back. It brought us back. It's like, oh shit, this did happen.
Exactly. What we might have to do is rehash this conversation after we do like further research that's kind of incorporating all of them. And it doesn't have to be an MCU heavy topic, but that's where the majority of these conversations usually lead. But you know, I think it's dope, bro, man. But hey,
up, man.
Clearly we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
Listen, man, anybody listening to us on audio and on YouTube, we appreciate all of you for rocking with us this long. If you are on I'm about to say unicorn. If you are on YouTube, hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today.
Yes,
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and we will catch y'all. Well, we'll catch everybody next week. So with that, that's episode 304. Ralph, anything left for the people?
Episode 304, you are not a hoe. I just want to say that. You know, 403, you know what I'm saying? We childish, man. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. But like we said at the end of every episode, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys for tuning into the things that me and Johnny like to talk about for this hour and some odd change. When you see these faces or you see the logo or you see the link, make sure you share it because OS is for the streets, baby.
And with that, that's episode 304.
304.
We out.
Cheers.
Peace.